You know what car company has the highest owner loyalty in the United States after Ferrari? Subaru. Shocking, I know. WSJ's Dan Neal took the wildly popular Subaru Outback for a spin, and he joins us from North Carolina to discuss. How's it going, Dan?
It's fine here in North Carolina, thank you.
Good to hear. So I must say, you make the Outback sound pretty sexy, if that's even possible. What did you like so much about this car?
Well, there's some horses are built for speed, some for distance. The Subaru is obviously a distance kind of horse. This is a company that had a big sales collapse about 15 years ago when they reached too far. They retrenched, they got themselves together, and they've sort of been, like the balanced human being car company. If you have balanced needs and you don't attach too much importance to the way your car looks, and you want to join a tribe, Subaru does a lot of things that people love. But, when you sit in one, you go, wow, well, it's a lot like other cars. They don't have extraordinarily low maintenance costs or anything. In some ways, it's a little bit of a mystery, but it's just the year after year steadiness, like a good spouse, I would say.
And you did not test drive the premium car, which you said was refreshing. No keyless entry, no leather seats, but you do point out that the Subaru splurges on nice materials. What stood out to you?
Well, this is this is sort of the genius of it. The trim I had was called capital P premium, but there were there's touring and extra touring and all this stuff. This is one of the ways they get you to spend money. But the background level of accommodation in these cars, very good. The materials are good. It's very, very quiet. They have a flat 4 engine up front, and that can be noisy. They've made it very, very comfortable, above class serenity. And look, these things just don't let people down, and that is what. And they're kind of generational too. It's interesting. Subaru's data indicates that people. This love for the brand is intergenerational. It gets passed down at a higher rate than any other brand, except Ferrari. And that's kind of sad.
It's really incredible, actually, yeah. And Subaru is owned by Fuji. It's in the midst of doubling capacity at its Indiana campus. What kind of growing pains have they experienced, and what are their forecasts for the future?
Well, the real pain was, first, they have done with the expansion, and that was they finished last year. The big problem was they were capacity constrained, and their sales numbers were capacity constrained. As I said in the story, dealers are begging for Subaru cars, so they're mostly built in the United States. That acute supply problem is now over, and now you're going to see Subaru operating on all cylinders, if you like, and selling about 600,000 cars this year, which is up about 250,000 in a decade.
But I got to ask, because unlike many automakers, Subaru does not tout big breakthroughs in hybrid or electric technology. It kind of seems like the company is intentionally taking a back seat on these new types of vehicles. Do you think the company will be able to compete with these savvier Teslas and high-tech cars down the road?
That's a really great question. The Subaru is not a technology leader in the sense of alternate propulsion, or certainly aerodynamics. As you can see, it looks like a cereal box a lot of time. But they do have this. This all-wheel drive system with the boxer engine, which is really kind of the standard of all-wheel drive systems, and also the huge headwind, which they did not sort of create, but they certainly participated in, is crossovers. The crossover segment has blown up about 3 times in 10 years.
Wow.
And of course, is the original crossover all-wheel drive vehicle, and so that was quite a wind at their back.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being here.